at Association of Civil Engineering, BIT Sindri Dhanbad. So thank you, Association of Civil Engineering, for calling me and giving me an opportunity to share my views and ideas on recent developments. So let's go to the topic. So friends, all of you have chosen civil engineering with certain thought and certain ideology. And all of us know that civil engineering has traveled extensively and its journey is very wide. Right from stone era to this present era where we are having sky soaring buildings. So these kind of research and developments are happening in the civil engineering, and continuous developments are happening. And in the present era, in last 20-50 years, we might not have, or our parents might not have thought of this time period that we may be entering in this era. And now we are imagining the civil engineering after 20 years or 30 years or so. So here I'm given an opportunity to discuss certain developments and certain new aspects of civil engineering, which are going to be going to be a game changer in civil engineering, and it is going to be a revolutionary thing in the engineering. So in this presentation, I'm going to cover certain things like present innovations in civil engineering mainly. So the things which I am going to cover is self-healing concrete, thermal bridging, photovoltaic glaze, kinetic footfall, kinetic roads, predictive software, 3D modeling, modular construction, cloud collaboration, asset mapping, plastic road, green roof system, defense and security. And one more topic which I just forgot to mention over here is smart materials presently or these days used in the construction, or is going to impact the civil engineering field in upcoming years. So first topic, let us discuss about self-healing concrete. So here, the friends, you can see in this slide, you can have a look on the left tile. We have 4 images. Image 1 is of 0 day, where you can see a crack developed in a concrete surface, on a concrete surface. And after a week, the crack is the little filled up. It is looking like a little filled up. A 2 week later, the crack is filled up more, and at 3 week stage period, you can see the crack is completely like filled up and sealed. So how this is happening, and what are the things, or what are the parameters which is impacting the self-healing mechanism? So friends, actually a certain microcapsules which contains bacteria is mixed in the concrete, and construction activity is done. And when cracks are developing, as shown in tile 1, when certain cracks are developing, through these cracks, water is getting into that cracks, and as soon as the water is getting into that cracks, the microcapsules are getting activated on its own, and germination starts happening. Germination takes place, and because of that, bacteria existing in microcapsules, it germinates and it produces limestone, and which plugs the crack or which seals the crack. Actually, this process also happens so fast and so precisely that it happens because before water and oxygen reaches to the reinforcement in the concrete, and it corrodes the reinforcement before the entire thing is happening. So the question must be coming into your mind that when the crack water is entering into crack, it will reach to reinforcement, and then it will corrode the reinforcement. Ultimately, it will affect the structural health, or it will reduce the strength. So friends, it is not like that. So the germination process and microcapsules will activate on its own. Basically, also nanoparticles are there used in these microcapsules, and these nanoparticles also having capacity of getting expanded into micro and macro level as per the requirement. So these way the entire healing process is happening. So this is another field which is going to make a big revolution in the construction industry and the civil industry as a large. The next thing is thermal bridging. We all know that heat transmission is a big problem, and day by day increasing electronic gadgets like AC, and due to that, the the extraction of heat is also creating a climate impact on upload. Like if some of you have might have visited in Delhi, so Nehru Place is the area. If you will go and visit that place, you will see that in that area, if you are in some store or in some shopping mall, then you will be comfortable for it. But as soon as you will come out of that, you will be like feeling as if you are in a boiler, and the heat uh, coming out from the this compressor of the AC is so high that the entire area is so heated that you will not be able to stand in open areas for 5 to 10 minutes. So this is the scenario. So basically the solar radiation is getting into the wall, and the heat is getting into inside the home. And to control inside heat, we are using more and more ACs. So basically, the concept is why not to prevent that heat getting into the home. So a cryogenic insulation is a technique which is considered as the most effective thermal insulating material. And with this cryogenic insulation technique, we are preventing our walls, our joints, and the slab beam connection and beam to beam connections, and insulating the structure in a such a way that we can maintain the indoor temperature as per our requirement. And the solar, no matter uh, how sunny days are it is, but it will not be much of effective in the home, or it will not be that much devastating in the home. So this is a development which is going to definitely make a revolution in upcoming years. And because of that, we are like our dependence on electronic gases like AC and heaters will be reduced. And as a result, our energy consumption will reduce. Our energy consumption will reduce. Our economy will be improving, and that will many even it is going to make a big revolution, and it is going to make a big impact on climate change and global warming effects. The second, third, this one is photovoltaic glazing. So this is a technology in which the entire building, no matter how many floors it is, the entire building is enveloped or covered with the help of solar panels or certain photovoltaic glazing materials. And the entire building is covered as with solar panels or photovoltaic glazing materials. The solar energy, which directly coming on the exterior walls of the building, is converted into the energy, and that energy is utilized for different activities and different works in the building. That way, this energy is extensively reduces the bill, and even it reduces the tariff and revenue. It is actually also reduces the dependence on the so and so electricity supply resources like a public limited company or electric public limited company, or state electricity supply, or any such resources. So that way we will be blessed. Okay, we just like we are facing so much power load shedding and power cut situation every day. So in that situation, we will be independent on our own. The thing is that Now the question must be coming into your mind that, but this must be a costly technique then. But as and as a evaluation of certain time period, certain technique, the investment done on this technique, relatively the construction cost in traditional way and electric bill paid against the power consumption uh, in a flat or in a domestic work of particular surface area is compared, and it is found that it is marginally higher, but overall it is beneficial. If it is marginally higher, still it is beneficial for the environment because it generates, it is consuming its solar energy and converts into the energy. Moreover, also it is reducing extensively reducing our bills of AC and heaters. If in cold region it reduces the bills of heater, and in hot regions it is reduces the bills of AC, consumption of AC. So that way it is beneficial. Another way, that lot of heat generated on operation of heater and ACs, which directly goes into the environment and it affects the weather and climate. So that way also we are on beneficial part. So this is another revolutionary technology. Next is kinetic footfall. So kinetic footfall is another. Yes, anything? Anything?
You can continue. You can continue.
So kinetic footfall is another technology. So what is this technology called as? So how about if someone knows that I'm walking every day, say this day we are health conscious and we set a target of walking 3,000 steps or 5,000 steps. And if I get to know that if I walk 5,000 steps, and then that energy is converted into electric energy, and that energy is useful to light my indoor lightning or outdoor lightning, then how good it is, that it will be a pleasant surprise for all of us. So this is certainly this such kind of technology in which the kinetic energy of moving thing, either it is human movement or it is vehicular movement, is harnessed and it is converted into the energy, electric energy, and it is useful for the indoor and outdoor lightening of the societies or homes and domestic utilities. Electromagnetic induction processes are used for such a this one and this research and this kinetic. Even piezo these days, piezo tiles are very useful for this. So many buildings are like designed as per green building norms. So green building norms in India, 2009 green building norms, um, uh, green building regulations are there in 2009, published in 2009. Indian government has published. So in that, as per that, piezo tiles also is a part of that green building norms. So that you can use, and in many society which is designed in the Bangalore and many big cities, as per green building norms, is utilizing this technology. Either on the entry of the society or at different side footpaths also, piezo tiles are installed on footpaths. So when people are walking on the footpaths, or they are going for morning evening walk, then that energy is directly converted into the electrical energy. So this is also going to be a big revolution uh, in the construction industry and overall civil engineering. Another new technique is kinetic roads. So kinetic roads are again the same technology which is working on kinetic footfalls. Basically here we are harnessing the vehicular movement. So vehicular movement, this technology is based called as Libra technology. Basically, the University Polytechnic Milan has developed this technology. In this, a tire-like rubber paving that converts kinetic energy into electrical energy is done. So you can see in the left tile, the image one here, you can see a pavement. The top black line is a pavement line, and on that one car is there. So and below that line, you can see that N-type silicon and P-type silicon layer is installed in the this one only, this subgrade and subbase only. And when any vehicle is moving on the road below the finishing like surface or pavement, that kinetic energy is harnessed and with the help of N-type and P-type silicon, and that is collected or harnessed as a direct current, and these through inverter, this direct current is converted into alternate current, and this alternate current is utilized as a lightning, indoor lightning and outdoor lighting. Basically, the kinetic road technology utilizes two principles. One is piezoelectric generators and electromagnetic generators. So, what is piezoelectric generator? Piezoelectric generators are the generators which convert mechanical strain on the active material to electric charges. Basically, mechanical strain is converted to the electric charges, and electromagnetic generators makes use of relative motion between a conductor and a magnetic flux to induce charge in the conductor, and that way it converts the into the energy. You can see that this here in the figure shown on the left, second figure where my cursor is there. So three images are shown over here. One is roadway, kinetic roads, kinetic piezoelectric generator or electromagnetic generators are installed on the roadway, then railway and runway generators. So all the three place or whatever the kinetic movements are there, we can install this kinetic electromagnetic generator or piezometric generator. Basically, this is very useful in improving road safety. Also, it is useful in sustainable traffic road management. Also, it is useful highway वगैरह पे like any facilities can be operated with the help of energy generated with this. Even in India, many tolls are operated. Toll places and toll points are operated with this kinetic road technology. So these way the power generated through moving devices, and then it is converted into energy, and then it is utilized for the different facilities on highways, express highways, and national highways. So this is another going to make a big revolution in the civil engineering sector. In India, many places this kind of practices and concepts are being adopted, and we are yet to adopt at a massive level, and we are yet to make it more popular. But we all the youths which like you have a interest in learning and doing the things that will be helpful in spreading such technology and making it more popular. Another technology is predictive software. Here, generally, we have a certain software, design softwares, modeling softwares, analysis software, management software, many kind of softwares are there. But still, we are lacking with predictive softwares, in which we can predict the life of structure, we can predict the health of structure, we can predict the performance of structure, and we can model the behavior of the structure. That is very helpful. That is very going to be very beneficial, and also going to prevent lot many hazards if such kind of revolution is done. This predictive software will be helpful to forecast the span of the lifespan of the structure. Even the efficiency of structure can be forecasted with the help of predictive structure. And based on such forecasting, we can administration can take decision to demolish certain structure which is in danger. So that way we can improve lot of life. We daily and many basis we heard so many news that certain old building in so and so place has collapsed and so many lives has lost in that. So these kind of lives we can like protect with the predictive software. Even we can have it's tangible and intangible losses. Many assets can be saved in with the help of such kind of predictive structures. If we take certain decision on time to demolish the certain structure or endangered structure. Uh, the next we are coming to 3D modeling revolution technology. So 3D modeling these days lot many softwares are doing 3D modeling, like Revit and many such softwares are there. They are doing that 3D modeling, but still certain software like CyberCity 3D are kind of softwares which is geospatial modeling methodology or special ability. And in that geospatial modeling ability of the certain software will be helpful in understanding the particular township implement after many years of implementation, how it looks like beforehand, before construction or before implementation of certain things. And also it is very useful in smart cities. So you might have heard that we have so many several number of smart cities. In first this one first slab certain number of smart cities has been announced. Then in second slab certain number of smart cities are has been announced. So even Patna and Ranchi are among certain smart cities. So then smart cities are only not the cities where good building like high-rise buildings are there or good societies are there, but definitely smart cities are certain kind of cities where the things and are very systematic. Like you can presently like certainly design cities you can refer that Chandigarh was the first smart city in India, and later Gandhinagar was the second smart city in India, and third Greater Noida is another smart city and planned city of India, and fourth one is the Gurugram is another planned city. So in all four cities except Chandigarh, I have been to all three cities, and I have seen that really they are called they need to be called as smart cities because the cities are designed, the sectors are designed so well that in no time you will find traffic issue over there or water logging over there. So all these things, drainages are designed so well, so water logging situation is not seen. So that way we need to take up the projects like, and in those kind of projects we need to even geospatial NOVS means the utilization of real-time remote sensing data. So remote sensing data will help you to give more precise analysis. Suppose we are like many times we are visiting to our relatives place, say mama ke ghar jana ya nana nani in vacations, and sometimes it happens that we do not get time to visit for 2 years or 3 years, and after 2 to 3 years when we visit our own town like mama ka ghar hua ya nana ka ghar ya dadaji ka, to we find that everything has changed, and we even cannot recognize the very known places also. So that way, such kind of developments are captured in the real-time imageries, remote sensing imageries, and these remote sensing imageries are combined with the building modeling tools, beam and all, and then geospatial modeling, 3D modelings are prepared, and that is very useful for the contractors, for the useful for the architects and engineers, so they can have an efficient and better design. Another field of recent development is modular construction. So what is modular construction? Like you, some of you might have heard recently you in UK and China, approximately 57 floor buildings are constructed in a few weeks itself. So wasn't that a surprise for all of us? Can you imagine that 57 floor building, almost 60 floor building, how much time it requires to be constructed as a with the traditional construction practices. Definitely 1 or 2 years. If we precise and all the things are monitored properly and precise time frame is followed, then it will not take like it will take more than 2 years. But in the modular construction technology, we can do a huge task only in few weeks or a few months. How it is done? The thing is, major building elements are constructed off-site in the factories, and they brought on site after the construction. We brought on the we bring a frame on the side, and it is just installation of that frame and joining of that frame is done. So majorly 70% of the work is done off-site in the factory, and 30% of the work is done on the site. So 30% work right from foundation, जो fundamentals foundation से लेके basic element connection and all such things are done in the site, and that is the reason why China could complete in few weeks about 57 floor construction of the building. So this is the nothing but the modular construction. This is the miracle of modular construction technology, and that technology is also start like we have also started adapting in India. India में भी बहुत सारे places where we are adopting that technology. Another technology, upcoming technology, which is going to make a revolution is cloud collaboration. Cloud collaboration is what? Actually, this is a certain technology based on Bestone, called as Bestone technology, is a cloud collaborating technology in which civil engineers and architects can remotely review the progress of any project. In present construction technology, in traditional construction technology, all of us know that, or those whosoever have a site exposure or real-time field experience might be knowing that the entire work on site is not digitized, and no automation is there. Now, these days, concrete mixing is there, so automated concrete mixtures are there. That is also a blessing of development. But still, we do so many things on site manually, and manual records are being kept, and then it is communicated to head office or designer or architect as and when required, either in soft and hard copy. But that is really making their task difficult, because many a times it happens that architecture has designed certain things or had had certain provision in design, but on site somehow due to negligence or something, that part is not being considered. And when architect could not visit the site, or even structural engineer could not visit the site, and after some time they are visiting on site and they found that the so and so thing was designed in that manner, which is actually not constructed on site. So, or even the customer also, client also does not like the thing which they have actually shown in the design, but on site it is not. Then in that situation, the entire work is again the to be braked, and then again new construction is done. So that way it takes a lot of time. So, and imagine if you have so many number of projects, like many big companies have so many number of projects running simultaneously at a time in different states and different places. So it is really difficult for them if they do not have any such type of facility which will help them to review. So cloud collaboration of all the data on site. Civil engineering, abhi bhi, like still in India, we are following many practices, all traditional practices. यहाँ पे ज़्यादातर traditional practices follow कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Even anybody can become contractor very easily. This is what the scenario of civil engineering, and these should be stopped somewhere. So when quality people will come and will start implementing good practices in the industry, then only the things will be improved. So that way, it is going to be a revolution. Another field is Internet of Thinking. We call it shortly we call it as a IoT. So in IoT, we need to collaborate or many equipments. We need to combine and communicate through many equipments. We need to connect many equipments at particular point, and also we need to develop certain technologies or smart machines can be invented that which can मेंटेन देयर ऑन स्पेशली रिपीटेटिव टास्क, जैसे कि बहुत सारे साइड्स पे जो बीम्स होते हैं तो उनके नंबर्स अलग अलग होते हैं बट उनके डायमेंशंस एक होते हैं. सो व्हाई कांट वी डू दैट when we can simultaneously lay the column and then the all same size beams can be casted together. So this way we can improve and expedite the process of construction, and we can reduce the delay of construction activity. You will be shocked to know many construction projects which has initiated in 2006-7, and they have like builders or developers have promised the clients or investors to hand over the flats or give the possession of flats in 2011 and 12. They couldn't give it so far. So these are certain things which is delaying the entire project, and certainly these projects are now placed into blacklist category. So these kind of things can be avoided. Another IoT based technology is useful in implementing accuracy and functionality of geolocation, especially जहाँ पे बहुत दूर दराज के एरियाज है वहाँ पे, and then tracking dangerous zones and avoid accidents and all such things. So all such things can be avoided. Also, this technology is useful in reducing carbon footprint. We all know that carbon footprint is becoming day by day a big challenge for human life, and carbon is a greenhouse gas, GHG gas, and emission of that we are facing lot many problems. So even the construction material which we are using is produces huge carbon. Even the cement, you can take that cement is a widely used binding material in the construction industry, but you will be shocked to know that the amount of energy used in one bag of cement, uh, manufacturing of one bag of cement, and the carbon footprint produced in one bag of cement is devastating. The amount of energy used in the production of material is called as embodied energy. So these days also a very interesting research field is there, how to reduce the embodied energy and how to develop certain structure construction material which is very मतलब consumes very less energy. अब आप लोग को ये नहीं समझ में आएगा कि what is embodied energy. तो आप लोग ने सीमेंट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी में cement manufacturing process, if you remember. So in that, what is the process of cement manufacturing? What is done? जो local soil होता है, that is mixed with calcium carbonate and aluminium and silicate and certain chemical compositions are added in certain percentage, and that contain water is added into that mixture, and a slurry is made. Then that slurry is passed through the rotary kiln, that is called as rotary kiln. Rotary kiln is a rolling rolling tube in the cement industry. That is having inclined almost 20 to 30 degree inclination from beginning point to end point, and the temperature maintained at the starting point, starting point to end point is 3 to 500 in the starting, and almost 1100 1000 to 1100 at the end, and that slurry is passed through that moving kiln, that is tube, and the granulars are at the end, the granulars are formed. जैसे साबूदाना आप लोगों ने देखा होगा ना, that type of cement granules are formed, and that granules are then sent for the grinding to a particular fineness level, and that grinded material is called as cement, that is packed into the bags, and that one bag weighs 50 kg. That is available in the market. So in the you can assume the amount of energy used 300 agar if we take, and we can take 800 minimum, so 3 to 800 degrees Celsius of energy is isn't too much, and out of that we can produce few bags of cement. So that way, that is energy utilized in that. Then again, certainly some energy is used in grinding also. So that energy is called as embodied energy. So these say in green building, this act, also the material, it is recommended that construction material which is used should not be kind of a material which utilizes more embodied energy. So obviously cement will not be the right construction material in coming days. Another new technology is drone technology. So drone technology, this day we are utilizing in India in marriages and in rallies and in securities and all. But also, can you imagine that in foreign countries where the apartments are of 100 floor and 200 floor, who any human can go to n number of floor and can repair a crack develop outside the wall. Is it possible by any human being? No, it is not possible by human being without intervention of machine. So in that situation, when high-rise buildings are there having 100 floors, so the drone is the technology which is utilized to identify and detect the cracks. Even the drones are used for the repairing and maintenance of any kind of faults and cracks in certain projects. So drones are basically employed to monitor the site. It uses permits the inspect or to control large site areas while sitting at one place. Large sites पे हम लोग उसको control कर सकते हैं, monitor कर सकते हैं. Even so many मतलब costly material is lying on the side, so also the cat and all can be monitored by the drone, and material supplies also can be done. Even these days drone is useful in the construction and directly useful in the construction activity also. So that way drone is useful. The next upcoming technology is asset mapping. So asset mapping involves remote sensing and GIS capacity of engineering advancements. So with the help of GIS and remote sensing technology, we can map our assets of any particular city or any town, and we can keep the record of such assets, and we can time to time evaluate the assets. So how it is done? Suppose in these days in on big cities, at the different locations and public place at different roundabouts where more population, more pollution is there, air purifiers are installed, and each one air purifier is cost almost few lakhs. So if such air purifiers are called as asset, so such kind of asset, even public buildings and government buildings are asset. So such engineering assets can be monitored. Even in forest, important woods are there, say sandalwoods and then teak wood in Burma, teak wood and all such kind of things, trees are there, are also called as asset. So पहले जो अभी पहले टाइम का जो मूवी वो था वीरप्पन वाला एरा था, उसमें ये सब रिमोट सेंसिंग एंड ये सब टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं था. दैट वाज द रीजन व्हाई such kind of sandalwood activities were stealing activity were happening. But अभी वो नहीं गा पुष्पा वाला जो था ना, झुकेगा नहीं, उस तरह की एक्टिविटी अब नहीं, अब सबको झुकना पड़ जाएगा, ठीक है। The another upcoming research area is plastic roads. This is a new technology which utilizes the garbage plastic, and this garbage plastic, polythene and other plastic items in the garbage, out of that plastic balls are formulated or made, and these balls are combined with asphalt and common road construction material, and it is utilized in the road construction. So pavement is done with the help of these plastic balls. So basically, the pavement is perforated pavement, and it is permeable to a great extent. Earlier, the pure asphalt road or concrete road are not permeable pavement. So when the rain is there, that pavement doesn't allow water to get into the ground. But these kind of plastic roads are there, in which the after the rain water will be able to get into the ground, and the recharging of groundwater will take place. So that is going to be a big blessing for us, because we will conserve the water in the ground. Another thing, the plastic is increasing day by day. The garbage plastic is increasing day by day, which is creating a huge environmental threat. So that should be utilized properly, and if it is utilized properly in a proper manner, then the environment can be saved. So this is another beneficial activity. Another activity is grass on the green roofs or grass on the roof. So all the big buildings are like created, terrace gardening, with the help of terrace gardening and all. So basically, this activity utilizes keeps the building cool, top floor especially. It also reduces runoff, because in rainy days you can see that the building, those who are having green uh, terrace gardening will induce less runoff as compared to the buildings the terrace are barren. So that way it will reduce the and it will control the pollution, and also it will make us sustainable on and it will reduce our out demand like dependence of vegetable and fruits on outside market to a certain extent. So that is also useful, and it gives a kind of pleasure. It gives a human being to be with nature. It is intangible benefit, but it is a big benefit. Another is it gives a kind of pleasure when you grow on your own. You grow your own vegetable. So that kind of intangible benefits are so many, but just tangible benefits are cited over here. Now I am just briefly going to review innovative construction materials. So in this line, translucent concrete. So translucent concrete is a kind of concrete which emits light on its own. वो अपने आप में एक लाइट इमिट करता है, हाँ. तो एक सेकेंड. You can see an image in this side. This wall is emitting light on it, and it is radiating. So you can see that this is the like a development of translucent concrete, and it is very stable, and it is emitting light on its own. This kind of concrete is used for the decoration purpose. In this glass fiber optical strands are used, which basically emits light, because they have light emitting capacity. Um, and Litracon is a certain company which has developed transparent concrete and also translucent concrete. Basically, optical fibers, how it is prepared, 4% of optical fibers are mixed in the concrete, and then the mixture is prepared. Another is sensitile. Sensitile is the is a tile when you are like in night when you are waking up and you want to go to washroom or you want to go to kitchen and how about if the entire room is in dark and you don't have light, but if you just put your foot on the floor and twinkle lights radiate your path, how you feel, that is very wonderful experience. So such kind of tiles are developed in which when a person or human movement is there, it will like twinkle lights will light your path, and terrazos are the surface uh, in that that creates lightning on the floor, and in especially also it is used in on the ceiling and on the floor and walls also. Electrified wood is another new recent development, which is basically developed in Europe. Like you might be having like कि बहुत सारे when you are having many electrical decorating lights or electric gadgets you are using, you need to have more number of electric wires and all. But what about if you have the your woods tables and chairs are lightening on giving lights on its own? So the woods and chairs are designed in a such a way that certain material is provided and the press wood is prepared. Basically आप लोग जैसे plywood देखते हैं, so or laminated wood is a kind of wood in which between the fine sheet this paddy this one paddy husk is pressed, and that way the wood is prepared. But instead of that certain layers of metals which is prepared, and that way electrification can be done. Here the power is supplied, 12-volt power is fed to the metal layers, which is inbuilt in the wood sheet. And the connectors are made with the lamp, and the one device is connected with each other device. So lightning will be, your table will be emitting light, your chair will be emitting light, and you don't need to install light separately in the room or anywhere else. So, but this technology has not up to this date, till that date, this technology is not found very useful and found is successful in the utilization. So that way, many construction materials are there. Then flexifoam is another construction material, and rich light is another construction material. Flexifoam is the material which is uses polypropylene tubes, and it is a honeycomb type structure, or which is basically flexible in nature, and that is why it is called as a flexiform material. So flexiform material basically has a convex bend in convex direction and rigid in concave direction. And this is going to be a very innovative research and innovation in the construction field. It is basically used for the decoration and lighting and monument installation and etc. Ridge light is another construction material that almost distinguishes from the wood. Uh, Actually, what is like wood counter you might have seen, but have you ever heard that paper counter? A counter made by paper, so pressed paper. So that is the first innovative concept, basically made from 70% of recycled paper, and this is also creating a huge revolution in the construction industry. It is very light in weight, especially this kind of material is used in aerospace and space shuttles. Later on, with the help of fiberglass composition and all, it is used in the construction industry style, and many architect purposes and decoration purposes. This material is utilized. Self-healing cement is the same like self-healing concrete. It has its own healing ability, and it generates a glue-like material when crack is developed on the surface, and the glue-like material is fills the crack and seals the crack. and that way it heals on its own. Another is carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is a revolutionary one. Here, you can see a mesh type of structure which is made with the carbon strands. Carbon strands are very thin, even thinner than human hair, and it is woven like a like a cloth, जैसे cloth जैसा उसे woven weaving किया जाता है. But surprisingly, you might be like you might be assuming that this must not be having having a high strength and stiffness. But surprisingly, this material is 5 times stronger than the steel and 2 times stiff as. Even the weight is very less, about less than as two-third less. Uh, so this is very useful, and this kind of structure is having a flexible. It creates a flexible surface and structural material. So this is very going to be a revolution in the basically in the areas where hurricanes and tornadoes are oftenly seen in the coastal regions. So the material or the buildings constructed using carbon fibers have will be having the ability to band and then regain the size. So that way it is very good, and less less loss of human and life can be there. So this is going to be a revolution. Then liquid granite is another upcoming research area. It is actually as good as cement in the it has a capacity of replacing the cement. It is basically in very light in weight, and its bearing capacity is also very good. And the proportion used is 30 to 70%. Basically, this is made from the recycled material, and it also reduces carbon footprint, and it is very much fire resistant. And the most beneficial is it can withstand at the temperature of 1100 degrees Celsius. And also it cannot, it has another property that if the concrete or if the concrete is exposed to the temperature higher than 1100, then it will blast. But this material will not blast. So this material is also going to be a potential construction material which will very quickly replace the cement. And also the embodied energy generated in this is very less. Its environmental impact is very less. Nil impacts are there. So that way it is going to be a bless for humankind, because we are using recycled material, because dumping of material garbage is also a big challenge for humankind and administration. So that is going to be addressed by utilization of such material, and it is also utilizes and replaces the important construction material called cement. So that way, so many upcoming materials and so many technologies are there in which recent advancements are there. Even fluid mechanics are finding its many this applications in new developments like high speed engines and wind turbines and many such things. So pollution dispersion technology, pollution is a big problem these days. So friends, this is all about my presentation, and I just wind up here. Can you imagine that if someone is saying that your football ball or your cricket ball is working on the principle of fluid statics or mechanics, then you will be surprised. Or golf is also designed, a ball of golf is also designed. So these are all surprising research fairy areas and upcoming fields. It is finding different applications of basics engineering, basic mechanics, and also new technologies. So with this, I just wind up my session.
I, Kanupri, on behalf of Association of Civil Engineers, BIT Sindri, and the entire fraternity of the institution, first of all, extend hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Maya Rajnarayan Ray, and Dr. Kanchamsky to spare time from their visit schedule to grace the occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely be going to encourage us in our future events. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and have shown us new paths.
Yes.
So I
Now,
can
audience,
take
do
questions
you have any
from
queries from your side? Yes, unmute yourself and speak one by one.